Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop, and today we are working on the Bombi, and that means we've got to go outside and harvest some parts from the old stockpile.
I don't know exactly what's happening, but we're on telehandler and we're grabbing that axle.
I got here about 2 minutes ago, walked over, and he's like, hop on the telehandler.
That's what happened to me too.
Yeah, so we don't know what's happening. We just know to grab the last axle.
Let me show you what's going on. We are now on our second set of seals out here, and they are leaking. So I'm done with 4 9-inch seals. Like, I'm just done with them. I'm gonna go to something that I know works, and that's full floater Dana 60 stuff. So my plan is to cut this off and put a full floater hub on here so that I can fix my leaks. The question I'm having is, can I get a Dana axle to spline into a Ford 9-inch? And that's gonna take some research. I'm gonna check that out right now. But let me show you what I do know. I know that these axles aren't gonna work in anything. These are the large spline Dana 60 axles. So we're gonna get this stripped down. We're gonna do some research to see if we can make this work, because the Bombi will be epic. Oh yes.
Not saying it's not already epic. It'll be more epic. It'll be more inconceivable.
It will be. It will be inconceivable.
Come on,
Take it, and then the screwdriver and a hammer, and bend that over, and then. All right.
Goodness.
Whoa! Hold on. Hold on, sister. Okay, go for it. There it is. We got it out. Okay, so this is all junk right here. I'm gonna throw this away. That's pretty good.
It's decent.
Okay, we need that exact cut on this other side. Okay, well, they're looking pretty dang close. They're within 1/8 of an inch. That's good enough.
Scientific measurements on it?
Well, they've got like 2 inches of play,
Oh, yeah.
so being exactly on is not as important as
Doable.
being sort of close. These studs are all messed up. They're bent. The threads are messed up. So I'm just gonna take them out and put bolts in. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be perfect. We've just got to figure out if this is gonna work. Axles are the hard part. I need to talk to somebody at Yukon. All right, it's a new day. I was able to sleep on this problem, and I don't know if you remember the problem, but we've got to cut this off. We've got to put that on, and it has to be straight, and it has to also be centered. I think we're gonna worry. Oh, it's Johnny Boy. Yo.
Hey, we're just coming through Tokerville.
Oh, all right. I forgot to tell you, Johnny Boy's coming to town. He's working on his Bronco. We're going to the maze. He's never had it through the maze. Last time we tried, it didn't work. Today it's gonna work. So here's the deal. We have to center this. I don't mean to use like aeronautical terminology, but we have yaw, pitch, and roll that we have to have perfectly in line.
Who made up those words?
Sailors. So here's the deal. This is splined into that end, so we know it's centered in there, and we use the centering staff of justice to put these right here centered, so we know these are centered. So now we're gonna eyeball this center. We're gonna build a template jig that will hold this right here, and that'll hold this, so when we cut this off, and then we put this all back together, we will know that it's perfectly square.
I think this is the most precise thing we've ever done in the shop.
Did you not hear me say we're gonna eyeball this? But we know
We need Tom back.
we know that the factory one was off over 3/8 of an inch on that side and 1/4 of an inch on this side. When we put these new ends on, we put them on perfectly centered with, like I said, the straightening rod of justice. I know this is square and we're gonna keep using it. If you make, I don't want you to make any errors. But if you do make an error, I want you to error this way. But I don't want you to, but if you do. I'm gonna leave these guys to work this out because they are completely capable. So Colin, the diameter is 1.34.
So we're gonna hurry up and make this jig. We gotta drill a hole. We'll find center and go burp, burp with some self-tapping screws and we'll be done. Then we can whack that sucker off.
Okay, Johnny boy.
Oh yeah, Johnny Boy's almost here. So now we just got to cut it the right length so it'll sit up, so it will sit up here, and we might be putting a little tab on it to make it wider so it's more stable.
Hey, we got a lot of comments about Johnny Boy and his minivan when we went up to pick up the race car, and people think you're pretty tough to drive that thing around.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you think it's cool, but really it's tough. So we're going wheeling today, a little bit later. Last time we tried to go wheeling, this wouldn't run, but today we're putting a Holley EFI on it. Or Johnny is, I'm gonna be working on the Bombi. Okay, let's get it there. Got it in there with barely any incident. There's an array of tools here. Good luck.
Shouldn't take much.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. It's gonna be 5 3/8 from the back of this. Should I double check my work?
Yes.
Let's double check my
Yes.
work. We're gonna double check it by eyeballing it.
Oh, we're doing so good.
That's it.
Good job. I feel good about it now.
For those of you that are worried about the filings I'm putting in the differential, don't worry about it. We've got to take this apart. If you remember, we seized this, like friction welded it together, and then it came apart again, the side gears and the housing. The whole thing's getting replaced. I'm going to imagine that these are like tiny little ball bearings, and they're going to help the differential. Man, I hope this works. I hope my harebrained plan works. There it is, right there.
Oh wow, it's a serious gap.
I need some tape. Oh, beautiful. That's as close as it gets right there. Hey!
Hey, Tom.
What'd you guys chop up?
The Bombi.
The whole front end.
Everything? Are we having another going away party? Like, what's going on? I'm just gonna keep coming back as long as you're gonna keep having them. Okay.
You sure that's where you want it?
I feel pretty good about it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, it's fancy.
That looks good.
So this is gonna be the brake upgrade. We're going from that size to this size.
Does it look like it'll bolt on the hat okay?
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, perfect.
And on the back, we're gonna be upgrading from this size to this size.
Wow.
This Bombi's gonna turn whether it likes it or not. All right, this will illustrate how much stronger these full floater hubs are than these semi-float. So this is the small bearing in the full floater. It's bigger than the only bearing on the semi-float. And on this side, there's another big bearing. Then you got this nice seal right here that won't leak, instead of this leaky seal right here that does leak. I'm done with semi-float axles. I'm an off-roader, dang it, and we need tough axles, and there's only one way to get them. We're gonna take a quick break and take Johnny through the maze. He's never been able to drive. What's the name of your truck?
It doesn't have a name. It's Bronco.
The Blue Bandit has never been through the maze. The Bandito.
The Bandito?
Yeah, so the Bandito.
The Blue Bandito.
The Bandito has never made it through the maze yet, and today is the day. Let's go do this, and then we'll be right back on the Bombi. Don't worry, we will get this done eventually. All right, I'm getting out to spot. This is where the trails. So we're doing the maze light. We skipped the whole, like a mile of track in the first. One of these days, we'll do the whole maze. We'll show you what that is. But we're always in a hurry, so we always just do the maze light. But the second half of the maze, you can't skip stuff. You have to go through it, and that's starting right now. For those of you that think you could bring your stock Bronco out here and run the maze, this should be a little bit of an eye-opener. All right, we're sending Johnny and Trevor back to the Great White North. Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be nice to be able to move that thing around without having to tow it. So we did learn quite a bit about the Bronco and its current wheeling abilities.
Or lack thereof.
And we definitely have some improvements to make, but the good thing is we know how to make those improvements. So Colin got these welded on. I hope they're in the right place. I think they're in the right place. There's a good chance they're in the right place anyway. So this should solve our leaking problems. All of our wildest dreams are about to come true because we're gonna be able to steer this thing reliably. And we don't have too much more work left to do before we can go out and test it again. I think we should take it to the top of the world because we've had a bus there. We've had a race car there, but I've never seen a snowcat at the top of the world. But we've got more work to do, but that's not till tomorrow. We'll see you like this. As promised, we are back in the shop working on the Bombi. This is the crew right now. I think Caitlin's coming in later. We might even see Rhett. No one knows.
So today, Jake and I are working on brakes and hubs. We're gonna be taking off these small brakes and replacing them with bigger brakes.
We're getting rid of this, and possibly this.
We're also gonna be cleaning these up and painting them today.
And then we're gonna be taking these, getting them a little fresh, little paint. All right, so Colin's about to get started on taking apart the rear axles on the Bombi, and I'm gonna get started on this, freshening this bad boy up because it is crusty. We're gonna hit it with the wire wheel, we're gonna spray it up with some paint, get it all fresh and ready to go on the Bombi.
So it's been just a non-stop cleaning process for the past hour or so. Got these two. This one still got to clean up a little bit more. This one Jake got pretty dang good. So we're gonna cover everything up and then I think he's gonna paint it. Caitlin has been pulling all this apart. Almost got it completely stripped. So let's go see what Jake's doing. I think he's getting a spot ready to paint. Jake!
Hello. I just made us a paint booth of the highest quality. You want to see it?
Yeah, let's see it.
Look at this. This doesn't get any better than this. Right there. So Matt teamed up with the guys over at NASA to build one of the most amazing paint booths the world has ever seen. And here we are today. Sorry, Robbie. One day you'll get a nice paint booth like this.
Let the wind just go straight at blue steel.
Please don't go on blue steel.
So these are the brackets off the front. We're now gonna be moving them to the back, so we gotta cut these off and put them on the back.
These brackets originally came from Barnes 4-wheel drive. If you need brake brackets for your ride, they are an excellent source. If you use the promo code MORR, you get 10% off at checkout. Thanks, Connor. All right. Okay. Put that through there.
You need to slide it down a little more.
I smell cologne. Is that you, Rhett?
Probably.
I'll be dipped. Okay, Colin, are you ready? Would you weld it? Just weld the top really quick. Okay. How does that look?
Fast.
That looks really good.
Or should I say slow? It looks slow.
Slow? That's what it's supposed to look like.
Exactly.
Okay, Colin, can you build up in there, kind of on the inside, so that it pulls in instead of to one side or the other? All right, we are in final assembly. And here's the deal. If it bothers somebody, we're gonna let them paint it. But right now, it's not bothering anybody. So we're not gonna paint it.
Paint what? You see, it's not bothering.
Exactly. Sometimes people say, how many people does it take to install a wheel? And I say, in some cases, it takes all of them. All of the people. Look at that.
That's fast and almost in balance.
Yeah, it's not in balance, is it? But it doesn't have to be.
Oh, look at that performance part right there.
We'll be able to go slower than ever.
Yes. What's going on here?
Things have happened.
Did it work?
I should be spinning pretty freely. We didn't get this bracket over that way far enough. And the other problem is it's rubbing on this pin. I don't know how, I remember I was frustrated when I was putting this side on. Fire up that welder, we're gonna fix this.
Oh, he's gonna have you heat it up.
Oh my gosh, you're cutting that off, aren't you?
I'm cutting this off and cutting this off and we're sliding it over.
Let's not mess
Hold
up
on,
more
hold on,
than
hold on.
it
Let's
already is.
explore our options really quick.
It's I already have.
I'm
Okay, hold that like that. That's the top one. Keep it oriented. Okay. Now let's do the bottom one. Well, I'm not proud of what we had to do, but I am pleased with how it turned out. We're assembling this for the final time again.
I really hope so.
Watch this.
It's low speed, low precision. I'm not worried about it.
It's only great. It's only a
Low speed, low precision. I like it.
Good morning. It is a new day in the shop. We're still working on the Bombi, of course. Look at this. New brakes.
Shiny.
This would be an upgrade, wouldn't you think? Okay, Caitlin, we need to put these together.
Okay.
So let me show you how that works. So they go right there, like that. And then we press these in behind there.
Okay.
Oh, they're not gonna work. We gotta find some different studs. All right, we're gonna have to go to the parts store, see if we can get the right studs.
To the race car.
These might work. Tommy Kangaroo down. Sports. Tommy Kangaroo down. Look at that.
That looks good.
All right, we're just gonna. I'm an idiot. I put this on backwards. No. It was supposed to be on this side. Yeah, I did. I totally did. It's okay. It's okay.
We have an air hammer.
You want to put those in?
I want to put those in. Yeah, that works great. All right.
That worked for you?
Oh, that was beautiful. Is that on correctly?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Grab this and this. I need a bearing. Okay. That needs to go in the trash, Colin. I'm in a dreadful hurry. I've got an appointment again. And I'm going to be late for it. And I just want to make sure that if we can get one side of these done, then these guys can do the other side. They'll just have to copy my work. All right, come look at this seal. Right here. This is how the dust deflector works. There's a drain on the bottom to let stuff out, but that'll keep the snow and water and sand and everything from directly being able to hit that seal. So here's the old brake pads with the small rotor. You can see we're not using 100% of the pad, so that's not ideal. These new ones we're going to be using 100%. So one of these, they'll sweep the whole area just like that. We're going to be changing these brake hoses soon.
That one's seen some battle.
Yeah, we have a plan to solve that problem.
Matt, I was gonna be gone for the rest of the day, so we're gonna be putting on the gears and all the parts and stuff to make sure everything lines up and looks good.
We didn't think we'd have the right lug nuts we need, but we do for this purposes, so we're recycling. Temporarily.
So to get this thing back on track, we need to get a banjo bolt for the other caliper that we're using. So I'm gonna head over to Motion to Flow real quick. I don't know what size I need, so I'm gonna take the caliper over to the store, mess around with a bunch of sizes, see what fits, come back to the shop. All right, so I went to the store. I got a banjo bolt. Finding a banjo bolt for your caliper is way harder than you would think, so don't lose your banjo bolt. But now we have a new issue. These are the new lines that we're gonna be putting in. They got this nice little 90 fitting on there, but we got an issue. That does not fit the banjo bolt. This is a smaller diameter. Ah, man. Bombi!
Oh, that's gonna work beautifully.
All looks good to me. Now we just gotta finish it.
Now we've just got to take it back apart.
It's a new day in the shop. We got these brake brackets all welded in. They're still warm. Ooh. I can touch them all I want without any repercussions. So here's the deal. We're gonna get these painted because, well, Bombi. And then we're gonna get them assembled. Oh, we got our stuff. We got these from RCV. This is gonna allow us to adapt 31 spline 4.9" to 35 spline axles. So like I said, we're gonna get these painted up, we're gonna get them stacked up, we're going to measure our axles, we're gonna get those ordered, and then because it's a full floater, we can put the tracks on and everything and slide the axles in last. So let's do that.
I need my Sawzall. We're about to paint this. Also, okay.
That was smooth.
Both these cans are almost out, and I think we should get the marbles out of them after. Have you ever done that? Did you even have a child? Coat number 1 done. Let that dry for 20, 30 minutes, and then we'll do coat number 2. And then I think we can put everything together.
Yes.
Check out who just showed up. We got Rhett here. He's gonna help us today.
With something. I don't know yet. I just showed up.
So, back when my dad used to be a tow man, and we used to do demolition derby cars and stuff, we'd always have empty paint cans. And me and my brothers would get the marbles out of the paint cans. And Caitlin said she's never done that.
And we've got a little smarter. We should smash them with rocks, but we got a nice bar here to stab in.
So I have a bar. I sharpened it up just a little bit.
Oh,
What the heck is going
That's
on here?
just a little bit.
All right, here we go.
I don't want to get hooked by that.
Oh, dude, I'm getting back.
Stand back a little.
What? Whoa!
Now this is the hard part.
Oh man.
You make a bigger hole.
Oh, it wants to come out.
This all day.
No, I got it.
There it is.
Yeah.
So now let's hurry up and go wash this off before it dries.
Oh gosh.
Run, run, run.
Ah, I got it.
WD-40.
Look. And now you have a perfect marble.
Yeah.
You remember when we used to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, it is a marble.
That's literally a marble.
What? I thought it was just a metal ball.
No, it's a little marble. Anyway, that's what we used to do when we were younger, and when we ran out of paint, I was like, we're doing that. Okay, all jokes aside, now let's get back to work. I think we need to put everything back together and we can put tracks on.
So these axle shafts are going to be splined on both ends. Whoa, hold that.
How does that work?
Other way around.
Do you know where the other ones of these are?
That don't work either. This isn't the right part, is it?
Sure doesn't. We're going to have to trim these down. This is going to have to be cut off.
Why do we do so much trimming?
Yeah, that does not fit.
And then does this have a cap on the end?
Yeah. Okay, pull this back off. Don't put that on. I need a 1/4 inch cut off of this thing. All right, so once again, here we are. Take it apart, put it together, take it apart, put it together. But it's all going to be worth it because in the end, it's going to be right, it's going to be strong, it's going to be effective, and it's going to be beautiful. So we've got to cut these off, and step one is to thread on a nut. And that way, that'll clean the threads off on our way out. Colin, we got to cut these. This is going to take a certain amount of precision and luck. And I'm betting more on the luck than the precision right now. Lot. It's doing a good job. I want that ready so when I go to use it again, it's still running.
That was almost scary.
Look at the precision.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let me do the other side now.
Oh, you're done.
Wow. We cut these shorter, which means we probably won't be able to do the jam nut system, which is what this is based on. But they do make a nylock for these. And we're gonna put those on and see if those will work for us. We'll do a nylock Loctite.
We could just cross the threads and it'd never come off.
Rest them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Do you think, let's put them back together and see if we made them short enough.
Perfect.
Okay, now we need to get our measurement.
That's like just perfect.
Okay, goes on the other side and we'll get a mark on it too. Yeah, it was like a full day of boring. That's why they call it that.
This one's a little, oh, this one's a lot longer. stronger.
So it's clear to me we're gonna have to drill these out like we did on the banana. This is the system we used before. We wrapped the tape backwards, Caitlin. Will this go down a little bit, Rhett?
Yeah. Come on, stop from going up and then.
Oh.
Okay, you ready? How far?
That's good. Down just a little bit more. We'll try that right there. It's working pretty good.
You want some?
I want the air blowing out, blowing the chips out. The last time we did this, we did get a lot of comments about how we're weakening the spindle. So, you know, it's dangerous. And if the factory would have been okay with having the walls that thin, that the factory would have made them that thin. And interestingly enough, the factory did make them that thin. So for some reason, the back axles on a Dana 60 are, almost all of them are 30 spline. And then the front ones are bigger. I don't remember whether it's 32 or 35, whatever. So this is the exact same spindle. It's just been already bored out. Here we are doing it because I don't know why. And you can see there's still plenty of meat on that spindle.
So the boring puck, we came over to this side, my dad put it in here, I didn't realize that. And we're gonna be blowing air through here, and there was a bunch of metal shavings over there, so I put the vacuum in there to clean it all out. And it sucked the puck into here. So we gotta pull some stuff apart.
We needed to go in there anyway and fix the differential that we friction welded together. So no time like the present.
Everything has to
come out. The brake
out.
line needs to be bent. Oh, these are hard to pull out because we have to pull off this.
Hey Siri.
This is something else.
Flashlight?
Have you just put more debris in there we gotta fish out?
Yes, I did.
Proud of you.
Man, we've got some drilling to do.
Can you hit on this a little bit, or
No,
here?
there, but I don't think that's gonna do it.
That silicone held it on there good, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That was my finger.
Sorry.
Come your way.
Hey, look.
We found it! Sorry, guys. It's my bad.
There's this one.
A lot of treasures in there.
Oh, I see what happened. This stripped out.
No.
What happened?
So is free spinning.
Yeah.
Glitter.
Oh my.
Sparkly.
So just a little pixie dust.
All right. This is one of those days where we just kind of got served.
Literally.
Are you okay?
No.
It's been a long day. We've made some progress. I don't know.
We've
backtracked
made
a
some
little.
We've made some progress. We've made some mistakes. We're kind of in the middle right now.
We stepped forward a foot, moved back 2. We're
Yeah.
gonna catch up.
I think we're a net positive, but the week is over. That means the video's over. So we are going to leave you now. We're going to go home and we are going to think about what we did wrong. And we will be back next week with a new resolve to solve these problems.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, we have our clearance that we need. I'm not going to say it. All right, I'll say it. We have clearance, Clarence.